most of the stories they tell are on their players and other games. That few of us get to tell stories on the coaches.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
It's always funny. But yeah, a great guy to have as a coach and friend all through the years.
Yep. Thanks for joining us, folks. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast this week. I tell you what, Kim and I, we really have a great time being here. It's a long week, but it's a lot of fun. It really is. Sat here and it's a little tiring, but it's a privilege to be here. I'm gonna tell you, and we appreciate everybody tuning in, and we sure do.
Yeah, we get a few notes from people, around the county and stuff that listen, and we appreciate those.
Yep.
But so we don't get as much as we used to from stories that, we used to get them. The guys in Afghanistan were watching the county tournament, watching a cousin play or a nephew or something like that. We had one a couple of years ago from the state of Washington that they were watching a relative play, and those. I think we got a lot more of those stories when we were down at the table in the middle of the gym. When we're up here at top, the people don't come by and say hello like they did down there.
Yep.
So we miss those, but we hope people enjoy it. That's why we do it.
That's right.
And our fun is secondary, but we do it so those people will get to watch the game and enjoy that. So we hope it works out.
Appreciate the Technology Center, Caddo Kiowa Technology Center here, webcasting the event. They put in a lot of time and hours over here. It's a high quality. This year, I understand they have a court angle view also, not only the camera from above, but they also have a courtside camera. So, they do some cutting edge things over there. We appreciate all the work they do.
Yeah, but next year if we can get a drone in here, then we'll
there
really
we go.
have something.
Absolutely. Or maybe we could fly an umbrella, not an umbrella.
A balloon.
I'm at a loss for words.
Okay.
A balloon. Fly a balloon around and drop T-shirts to the crowd, I reckon.
There you go. Yeah, either that or get that T-shirt cannon like they have at Stillwater.
There you go.
Those things are like missiles coming at you.
Yeah.
But everybody wants one, so.
Let's take a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll have second half action. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball on New Country 98.5. We're set to start the second half of action. Hinton on top 23-18, and it will be Hinton's basketball going right to left. And they're set up at the center line ready to inbound. That's Wiedemann. Gets it into Van Huss all the way down. Layup's no good, but she's fouled. So a good start here by the Lady Comets as Apache kind of got out of kilter there on the they had all their girls at the center line defending, and Van Huss kind of caught it on the fly and went right straight to the rim and goes to the line to shoot two, and she makes the first. (24-18) now. Van Huss will have one more. Canned them both. Took them all of 5 seconds to score 2 points there to start the half. Here we go the other way. Hallingwater. Cross-court pass is too high to Syverson, and it goes out of bounds. Turned back over to Hinton. Once again, Apache sets up in that 2-2-1 press. And inbounding to Haley Combs. Now back to Alyssa Hale. Now Combs has it in the back court. And they finally get it into the front court, and it goes through the hands of Hale and out of bounds. So an unforced turnover there. The pressure really didn't cause that one.
They've done a great job handling the defensive pressure on that, but that one just went through her hands based on no defensive pressure.
Yeah, they made a couple of quick passes. They hit right in the center of the court, and then they hit the angle pass over to Hale, but went out of bounds, or Combs, I should say. Now Apache with it, Hallingwater. Picked up out front by Alyssa Hale. Right side they go to Camardley. Holding, gets a screen from Syverson. The old pick and roll. They try to get it to Syverson. And the pass was a little too tall and went out off of Syverson's hands out of bounds. Good idea. The execution just wasn't there. And Hinton now. Here we go, just like we did a while ago. And this time Combs handles a pass, and easily into the front court they go. The right side, they go down along the baseline. Pass knocked away.
Yeah, she tried to dribble between two defenders and wasn't enough room to make it.
There's Holly Harvey. Missed the shot, got her own rebound, lost it. And here comes the Comets. That's Haley Combs all the way down. Layup no good. Rebound, Emmy Dean. Outlet to Syverson. And now Camardley will bring it into the front court for the Lady Warriors to Dean. Top of the key, dribbles to her right. Syverson along the baseline. Over to Holly Harvey, off the glass and two. Holly Harvey playing well today. And it's 25-20. Comets beat the press without any trouble. Lob pass over to Wiedemann, left to the lane, and she's going to be tied up by Hallingwater. And checking in will be Jacia Taya, replacing Syverson. And it will be Apache's basketball, according to the possession arrow. With 6:12 to play here in the third period. Hallingwater dribbles to her right, hands it off to Camardley. Closely guarded by Sierra Weathers. Finally gets loose from her, goes over to Harvey, dribbles into paint. Ball poked away by Haley Combs, over to Weathers. Bounce pass through the lane, and Hallingwater's there to intercept it. Good hustle by Tatum. And now Holly Harvey has it. Off to Camardley, right down the middle of the lane. Shot won't go, off the heel of the basket, and Wiedemann is going to be fouled on the rebound. And checking in for the first time for the Hinton is Hannah DeVinny. And she's going to be replacing Jalen Wiedemann. Comets with the basketball. Haley Combs crossing the timeline. Dribbles to her left. Now back to her right. Gets a screen from Van Huss. Now goes over to Alyssa Hale. To DeVinny. Just inside the three-point arc. Her shot won't go. Tatum Hallingwater with a rebound.
You know, we've had lots of trips up and down the floor and all that for a 2-2 quarter.
Yeah. There's a steal at the half line. All the way down. Hale's shot is no good. Rebound Camardley. Going the other way. Looked like Hale was going to have an easy two. Holly Harvey shot no good. Rebound Emmy Dean. Put back no good. Ball loose. Holly Harvey gets it, puts it in. Good work by Holly Harvey. And it's a three-point ball game, hitting on top, 25-22.
It's 10 points for Harvey so far.
Weathers dribbles out front, crossover, gets by her defender all the way to the rim. Left-handed layup, no good. Haley Combs kicks it in the corner to Van Huss. Three-pointer good. Charlie Van Huss stretches the lead back out to 6, 28-22. Good hustle on the board that time by Haley Combs, and she found a wide open Charlie Van Huss along the baseline, and she delivered. Now Apache. Right side Camardley, down low to Holly Harvey on the right block. Turnaround shot off the glass, no good. Weathers with the rebound. Quickly the other way into the front court, all the way to the rim, and Ball is knocked away by M.E. Dean, they say, and it'll stay with the Comets. And Taya will check back in for Apache, replacing Holly Harvey. And Hallingwater is also going to be replaced by, let's see who's on the floor. We don't have enough players. They only have 4 girls on the floor. Somebody needs to get back out there. Who's going to be? Hallingwater. She's going to come back in. So we got Taya, Hallingwater, M.E. Dean, Camardley, and Syverson on the floor now for Apache. And the Comets will inbound underneath their basket to Deviney. Drives along the baseline against Taya. Can't go anywhere, so she has to go to Van Huss. Back out to Weathers, top of the key. Right side they go to Haley Combs along the baseline. Her shot's blocked out of bounds by Taya. It'll stay with the Comets with 3:42 to play in the third. Lob pass out front to Weathers. Bounce pass to Deviney at the free throw line. Had it poked away. Good defense by Hallingwater. Here she comes on the other end. The layup's good. Tough bucket by Tatum Hallingwater. And it's a 4-point ball game, 28-24. Van Huss crosses the timeline. Combs now has it. Out near the center circle. Stationary dribble. Crossover, hand it back to Weathers. Dribbles to her right. Bounce pass in the corner. Drive along the baseline. Shot no good by Alyssa Hale. Ball loose on the floor. Weathers picks it up at the top of the key. Bounce pass right side to Hale. Drives along the baseline, and she's going to be tied up by Taya. That's the second time she's done that. Good quick hands by Jaycia. And Kimball comes back in replacing Deviney. And in for Apache will be Holly Harvey. Tell you, I'd like to, old Harvey, she does a good job underneath that basket. They put her in they gave her a little breather there.
Yeah, she's been working hard.
Yeah.
She's had some good rebounds.
Hinton with the basketball. Out front they go to Van Huss. Left side they go to Hale. Lobbed underneath is too hard and is picked up by Hallingwater. They tried to get it into Kimball, and they turned it over.
You know, and they only had 4 players on a while ago. It reminded me of a quote a guy made, why he liked baseball better than football. He said, when's the last time you saw a baseball team penalized for having too many players on the field?
Yeah, there you go. There's an offensive foul on Hallingwater as she ran over Sierra Weathers. And it's turned back over to the Comets. That's 3 fouls on Tatum. 3 team fouls this half on Apache, none on Hinton. Van Huss dribbles right side, ball taken away by Harvey. Here she comes racing the other way. In the paint, 10-footer off the glass and good. Well, that's a beautiful shot by Holly Harvey. And it's a 2-point ball game. Apache's crawled to within 2, 28-26. 2:07 to play in the third. Out front is Hale, dribbling to her, going to her right against Camardley. Now backing back towards the center. Over to Van Huss. Leaves it for Combs. Now right side Weathers, long 3-pointer off the glass, no good. Syverson with a rebound, and now Apache has a chance to tie or take the lead right here. Up ahead quickly to Harvey, and they're going to call her for traveling. Got a little anxious right there. She saw an opening to the goal and started moving before she caught the ball. And it's turned back over to the Comets. Ball tapped away by Dean and is picked up by Harvey. That's a turnover, but they call a travel on Harvey. Tough break there. And so it'll go right back to the Lady Comets. Wiedemann will check in, replacing Weathers. And now the Comets. Haley Combs running the point out front. Picks up her dribble. High post to go. Now right wing. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Battle for the rebound. And it's loose and out of bounds off of the Comets. with 1:15 to play in the third. Apache with another opportunity. Now pressure in the backcourt by the Comets. Emmy Dean quickly into the front court, and that's a carry. Double dribble. Good defense by Haley Combs and caused Emmy Dean to double dribble. 1:11 to play in the third. Into the front court comes Haley Combs for the Comets. Right side to Van Huss. Out front to Hale, dribbling. Gets a screen. Over to Charlie Van Huss. Left wing three, no good. Shot blocked underneath the basket. Hallingwater comes away with it. 47 seconds to play. Dribbling to her right on the right side of the lane. Shot blocked by Hale. And here come the Comets. Good defense by Alyssa. Block on each end. And there's 33 seconds to play in the third. There's a drive by Haley Combs, another block. Here comes Apache. M.E. Dean holding.
Taking a whistle break.
And there's a travel. Call a travel on Syverson. Yeah, it's pretty unusual in the games we've seen, the first games today, when every time you took it to the goal, there was a foul, and now then there's just one block after another. Hinton with the basketball and a 2-point lead with 15 seconds to play in the third. See if they can get off a quality shot here. Dribbling to her right, Haley Combs, 7 seconds. Van Huss has it, guarded by Syverson, 3 seconds, and Syverson fouled her. And that's the fourth team foul. And now there's 2.5 seconds, so Hinton will inbound on the sideline. Lob pass under the goal to Combs. Shot is blocked by Dean, and that's the buzzer. After 3 periods of play, the Hinton Comets 28, Apache Lady Warriors 26. Listed to Caddo County basketball on New Country 98.5. Got a dandy of a ball game shaping up here, folks. The Lady Comets lead at 28-26 as we start the fourth period. And Apache has the basketball. Emmy Dean dribbling out near the center circle. Oh, hard pass to Hallingwater, but it's tracked down by Harvey. And they say she was fouled by Charlie Van Huss. So Apache will, that's the first team foul of the half.
Yeah,
Apache.
Yeah, it's been 26-28 for several trips down the floor.
Yeah, it has.
Hadn't had a change in quite a while.
Get the inbound to Taya. Back to Camarley to Harvey. Shot no good under the basket. She's pretty deadly from that range usually, but she missed that one. And the Comets with the rebound. Quickly ahead they go to Hale, dribbling out front. To Kimball. Dribbles to her left. Hands it off to Hale, dribbling around the top of the circle area. Now to Charlie Van Huss. Gets it over to Haley Combs, dribbling in the lane. 15-foot jumper from the free throw line, no good. Taya with a good rebound for the Lady Warriors. Hands it off to Hallingwater, and here comes Apache with it. Another chance to tie. Or take the lead with the three-pointer. Left side they go to Camarley, way out on the side to Taya. Bounce pass in the lane to Harvey. Left turnaround shot, no good, and Good rebound that time, box out by Van Huss, and Harvey fouled her from behind.
It's Harvey's second foul, 15th foul.
That was a good spin around move there by Harvey. A little too hard off the backboard with it. And here come the Comets. Down the left side is Combs. Picks up her dribble. Over to Hale. Lobs it into Kimball. Now back out to Wiedemann. And now Hale dribbling out front. Bounce pass to a cutting Haley Combs, and she lays it in for two. Nice backdoor cut from Combs and a good feed from Wiedemann. And count the basket.
Emmy Dean picks up her 4th foul.
Back to a 4-point lead for the Lady Comets, 30-26. As that was a textbook backdoor cut right there. Good feed. And the free throw is no good by Combs off the back iron. Hallingwater crossing the timeline. And the Comets in that man-to-man defense, closely guarded by Alyssa Hale. Over to Camarley now. Taya with it. Bounce passes knocked away by Van Huss. They tried to get it down low to Harvey. Here comes Combs all the way down. A layup, no good. It fell off the rim. Kimball with a rebound. Tipped away. Now here comes Apache with it. Good hustle by Apache to save the putback attempt. And now Hallingwater. Over to Dean, left side, gets a screen, dribbles to the free throw line, dumps it back to Harvey in heavy traffic, off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound, and is tapped out of bounds by Wiedemann. It'll stay with Apache. Dean is going to be replaced by Syverson. And somebody needs to take the ball out. Here comes Hallingwater. To Syverson. Tough shot, and she's fouled from behind. Had a tough angle on that one, and she's pushed from behind.
Kind of got bailed out
I'd
there.
say
She
so,
wasn't
yeah.
gonna make that.
Yeah. Foul is on Wiedemann. And at the line will be Emily Syverson. Got 2 points on the day. First trip to the line. Makes the first. It's a 3-point ball game. Going to have a timeout taken by the Lady Comets. We'll do the same. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. Syverson will have one more free throw for Apache, and she made them both. And it's a 2-point ball game, 30-28, Hinton on top. Weathers into the front court for the Comets. Guarded out there by Harvey. Left side to go, ball loose on the floor. It's picked up by Van Huss, shot off the glass, no good. And Syverson with the rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Van Huss, I believe. And that will be the third team foul on the Comets. And so it'll be Apache's third foul on Van Huss. So Apache has another opportunity, Kim. They've had several of them to tie or take the lead.
They have. They've got it within 2 for quite a while, but they can't quite get there.
And they've had some pretty good looks at it. They've got the ball down to Harvey a few times, and I look for her. If they keep doing that, she'll convert one here in a minute. Syverson now into the front court. Guarded by Combs out front over to Hallingwater. Alyssa Hale on her. Syverson way out left wing. Gets a screen from Harvey to Taya, top of the key. Right side Hallingwater holding. Dribble to the top of the key. There's Harvey. Underneath the Taya. Boy, that was a tough pass. Taya was wide open. But she wasn't expecting one to hit her right in the breadbasket.
That was a bullet.
Yeah, I could hear it up here hit. I got headphones on. Could have knocked the breath out of me.
Yeah. It was accurate.
Yeah, it was right on the money. She was looking for a lob pass, not one of those type, I think. Comets now with the basketball. Hale down low to Van Huss at the free throw line. Now Kimball has it top of the key. Van Huss right side, lobs it to Kimball, and it's tapped away by Taya as they quickly double-teamed her on the lob pass. And inbounding for the Comets will be Alyssa Hale. Finally gets it into Weathers along the baseline with Taya on her. Hale just inside the three-point arc. Her shot won't go. Taya with a good rebound. Outlet to Hallingwater. Quickly cross court to Camartley, and she'll try a left wing three. Good. That's the one they've been looking for. Cameron Camartley with a long tray and puts Apache on top 31-30. Probably the first lead of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Sierra Weathers left wing. Out front to Alyssa Hale. 3:38 to play. Weathers dribbles to her right, and she's going to be fouled by Harvey. And that will be the 7th team foul on the Lady Warriors. And so Hinton will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
It's Harvey's 3rd foul.
Weathers, this will be her 2nd trip to the line. She's 0 for 2. And she makes that one. We're tied at 31. And Weathers with a chance to put them back on top here. Back ironed it. Rebound, Syverson. Up ahead to Camartley into the front court. Over to Hallingwater. Left wing three on the way. Good! Tatum Hallingwater. That's 2 trays in a row for the Lady Warriors, and they've got a 3-point lead, 34-31. They went the longest time without able to score. In 2 trips, they've hit 3-pointers. Weathers has it poked away by Harvey, but Harvey's going to pick up her 4th personal with 3:10 to play.
Yes, she was trying to dribble around her, and Harvey just reached in front of her and hit the ball and made the contact.
She's going to be replaced by M.E. Dean. And at the line will be Sierra Weathers. 1 out of 4 at the line so far today. Missed it. Rebound Kimball. Ball loose and out of bounds, and they say it went off of the Comets. Well, I guess he said off-white, so it's going to be Hinton's basketball. Out front they go to Van Huss. Picks up her dribble over to Alyssa Hale. Gets it to Kimball. Shot no good and out of bounds, and it will be Hinton's basketball. Alyssa Hale to inbound for the Comets. 2:54 to play. In they go to Weathers underneath the basket. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. Camartley comes away with it. Pass up ahead to M.E. Dean behind the pack. Dribbles down. The layup's no good. Taya for the rebound and put back. J.C. Taya right there in good position to put Apache on top 36-31. We have a stoppage. I think Sierra Weathers has injured her ankle as Coach Lindenberg comes out to help assist her off the floor. Hope she's not injured severely. Sierra's played well this week. It's a nice hand.
Right ankle's really not putting any much weight on that.
She's going to be replaced by Wiedemann. And Apache on top 36-31 now with 2:42 to play. A big layup there by J.C. Attire. Not a layup, but rebound the missed layup and put it in. And now Hinton with a little sense of urgency here, trailing by 5. Wiedemann down on the baseline. Guarded closely by Camarley. Now she's double teamed. Might have got by with dragging her pivot foot. Ball goes out to Hale. Left side Van Huss picks up her dribble. Now back to Hale, dribbling to her right. To Kimball. Van Huss all the way to the rim. Layup won't go. Kimball with a putback, and it's out of bounds off of Hinton. Apache will have it with 2:07 to play. Full court pressure now by the Lady Comets. Inbound they go to M.E. Dean. Wants to pass it back. Covered up. Now she finally gets it to Comardley. Just now into the front court. Over to Dean now with 1:56 to play. Let's see if Apache can melt that clock a little bit. Syverson's going to be fouled by Charlie Van Huss way out away from the basket. That's only the 4th team foul on Hinton, so they've got to do that 3 more times.
It's the 4th foul on Van Huss.
Harvey comes back in replacing Syverson for Apache. And Camarley now going to inbound. And we're going to have a full timeout taken by Apache. We'll do the same. We'll be back after this 1-minute break. Apache with the basketball out of the timeout. Trying to burn some clock off right now. Hallingwater dribbling out front. Right side they go to M.E. Dean. Ball poked away. Near steal at the center line. Apache able to retrieve it. To Taya underneath the basket. No good. Got her own rebound. Off to Hallingwater. It's loose on the floor. There's a scramble for it. And we're going to have a jump ball called. And it will go over to Hinton. Coach Merriweather was trying to get a timeout, but nobody had possession of it. 1:17 to play in the contest. And here come the Comets in a hurry. Left side they go to Wiedemann into paint. Ball picked her pocket by M.E. Dean. And we're going to have an immediate foul by Haley Combs. Good defense by Dean.
Just the 5th team foul. So we're going to have to foul a couple of more times to get him to the line.
Apache inbounding with 1:07 to play. Having trouble. Finally get it into Taya. Now back to Camarley. Racing it into the front court. Dribbling out front against Wiedemann. Over to Dean. Running a weave out front. Hallingwater, right side Taya. Thought it was going to shoot a 3. Faked me out. Now Dean holding. Bounce past to Howlingwater, down to 47 seconds.
Coach is telling them to foul, and they finally do. Alyssa Hale picks up her second foul. It's just a 16 foul, so won't shoot this one.
44 seconds to play. Time is of the essence here for Hinton. They need to probably foul immediately here. Don't let any more time burn off the clock. Camarley to inbound in the backcourt to go to Howlingwater, and they immediately foul her. Wiedemann comes over to foul her. And now Apache will be shooting woman into bonus. Howlingwater's 0 for 2 at the line, according to my records. Big free throw here for Tatum Howlingwater. And the first one's back iron, no good. Long rebound to Wiedemann. Comets into the front court. That's Combs. In the corner they go. Alyssa Hale, jumper along the baseline, won't go. Kimball gets the rebound. Charlie Van Huss, left wing three, won't fly. Hale tracks down the rebound in the corner, saves it in, but Apache's there to get it. 24 seconds to play. Howlingwater into the front court. To Dean, now Camarley, 16 seconds before Hinton can foul her. And at the line for the Warriors will be Cameron Camarley, who has 2 3-pointers on the day.
That's Van Huss's 5th foul.
And Coach Lindenberg is going to insert number 5, Brianna Ramirez, in to take Van Huss's place. First action she's seen today. Camarley, this will be her first trip to the free throw line. If she makes both of these, it's going to be pretty tough sledding for Hinton. And the first free throw is good. It's a 6-point ball game now. And she'll have one more attempt. And no good. 14 seconds to play. 3-pointer on the way, off the glass, no good. Rebound, M.E. Dean with 8 seconds. Harvey now with it. Long pass up ahead to Taya underneath the basket. Layup good to see Taya, and that will do it. Your final score, the Apache Lady Warriors come from behind to defeat Hinton 39-31. One of those games we've had again, Kim, this week where the team trailed almost the whole game and come back and won it right at the end, and that's what the Lady Warriors did today.
Yeah, they really did, and what killed it is Hinton only scored 3 points the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It was a 13-3 quarter for Apache, so they played well, but Hinton kind of went into the darkness on the offensive end and didn't get much help there.
All right, we'll have our Legacy Bank of Hinton and the Shamrock Bank of Apache post-game report brought to us by Kim Kroll.
All right, for Apache, M.E. Dean had 1 point, 0 for 4 from the field, all 2-point attempts, but 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Michaela McGuire with 2 points, 1 out of 3 shooting, all 2-point attempts. Tatum Howlingwater had 9 points. Tatum was 4 of 11 from the floor, 3 out of 7 on 2-pointers, 1 out of 4 3-pointers, and 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Holly Harvey with 12 points, 6 out of 16 shooting, all 2-point attempts, and 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Emily Syverson with 4 points, 1 out of 2 shooting, both 2-pointers, and 2 out of 2 free throws. Cameron Camarley with 7 points, 2 out of 7 shooting, 0 for 1 2-pointers, 2 of 6 3-pointers, and 1 of 1 free throw. And Josiah Taya had 4 points on 2 out of 4 shooting, all 2-point attempts. Apache shot 34% from the floor, 16 out of 47. 2-pointers, they were 13 out of 37. 3-pointers, 3 out of 10. And free throws, 4 for 9. They had 16 personal fouls. For Hinton, Hannah Davini with 0 for 1 from the field on a 2-point attempt. Jalen Wiedemann with 2 points, with 1 out of 2 shooting, 1 out of 1 on a 2-pointer, 0 for 1 3-pointer. Alex Kimball was 0 for 2 from the field on 2-point attempts. Haley Combs with 7 points on 2 of 12 shooting, 1 out of 10 2-pointers, 1 out of 2 3-pointers. Charlie Van Huss with 9 points, 2 out of 9 shooting, 1 of 6 2-pointers, 1 of 3 3-pointers, and 4 out of 8 free throws. Sierra Weathers with 3 points, 1 out of 9 shooting, 1 out of 6 2-pointers, 0 for 3 on 3-pointers, and 1 out of 5 free throws. Hinton shot 10 out of 46 from the field, 22%. 6 out of 33 2-pointers, that's 18%. 4 out of 13 3-pointers for 31%, and free throws 7 out of 17, 41%, and they had 15 personal fouls. So a good ball game, you're right. Hinton had the lead nearly the whole ball game. They were up 11-5 after one quarter, 23-18 at halftime, 28-26 after 3. Then, like we said, they got beat 13-3 in the fourth quarter, and let Apache come back and get the victory at 39-31.
All right, go ahead, Kip.
Apache girls will play Saturday at 11:30 against Bingaroni.
All right, thanks very much. Once again, great reporting. Got a boys game coming up next. The Hinton Comets taking on the Lokiba Sickles Panthers. I'd like to thank the Legacy Bank of Hinton and the Shamrock Bank of Apache for that post-game report sponsorship, sponsoring our game. Appreciate all the banks in the area for helping us with our sponsoring our reporting this week and the game broadcast. Appreciate them very much. I'd like to thank the, of course, our title sponsor, the CK Energy, headquartered over in Binger, Oklahoma. They serve a wide area, electric service all around the area, and appreciate those folks for all the programs they offer and for sponsoring our radio broadcast this week. Also like to thank the Caddo Kiowa Technology Center there in Fort Cobb for webcasting this event. They do a great job with getting things set up over here each night, taking it down, bringing it back, and printing the programs, and just a lot of things that they do that the students are involved in over there with the engineering of the games and recording and all the camera work and all the things that go into it. And it's a great learning experience for the students, and they've got a lot of programs over there at Caddo Kiowa that your high school students can enroll in and learn some trades and various things that help them to make a good living when they get out of high school. Also, they can get college credits over there. Sign up, I think it's with association with Redlands and Southwestern, I think, with some college credits. And so anyway, check them out. 643-5511 is the number to call. Also like to thank other sponsors broadcast this week: Central Appliance Furniture and Bedding, the Hillary Company, Piercy Cattle, Elite Transmissions of Chickasha, State Senator Darcy Yeck, serving Senate District 26, Joshua's Auto Sales. Had a great night here so far. All the ball games have been really close. First game, if you're just joining us, Binger girls won on a buzzer beater today, defeating Carnegie 47-45. And in the boys contest, it was a good one. Carnegie defeated Bingaroni 64-60. And in the game you just witnessed, Apache Lady Warriors came from behind there in the fourth quarter to defeat Hinton 39-31. Final contest today will be the Hinton Comets taking on the Lokiba Sickles Panthers. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have boys action. You're listening to the Caddo County Tournament on New Country 98.5. All right, the Hinton Comets will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Introduce those guys first. They're in their road red uniforms. I like their warm-ups. They have the red and white striped warm-up uniforms that kind of remind me of the old Indiana Hoosiers uniforms.
Oh, yeah, they did. Used to wear they had the striped bottoms before anybody else did. I hope they've got solid numbers on their uniforms. Those white uniforms with the outline numbers
they're hard to read.
Tough for us up here.
Yep. Starting lineups for the Comets. A senior number 1, Braden Strong, who's played well this week. A senior number 11, Jack Brookshire. A senior number 15, Levi Taylor. A junior number 21, Nolte Morgan. And a senior number 24, Fate Thiel. The Comets come into the game with a record of 8 wins and 6 losses. They're coached by Mr. Pete Phillips. They lost in a tough one Tuesday night to Surreal, 60-58. For the Lokiba Sickles boys, they start a senior number 10, Angel Carrillo. A senior number 22, Reese Courtney. A senior number 23, Jacob Vincent. A senior number 30, Axel Calzada. And a freshman number 34, Nathan Morris. The Panthers are coached by Mr. Mark Howe, assisted by Lance Scales. And they have a record of 4 wins and 15 losses. They've played a couple of games this week. They beat Gracemont Monday, 54-51. And then they lost to Fort Cobb Broxton on Tuesday, 65-33. The Comets in the road red uniforms. And the Panthers in the home white. Jumping center will be Reese Courtney, jumping center against Jack Brookshire, and we're about set to go. Panthers going right to left on your radio dial. Tap is controlled, and the Comets will be on the attack first. That's Thiel with it over right side. Swinging around the perimeter. That's Strong with it along the baseline, guarded by Jacob Vincent. Now right side to Thiel they go. 3-pointer straight away. Good. By Levi Taylor. Puts the Comets on top early. Just underway here, opening period. Vincent crossing into the front court. Right side they go to Carrillo now. Circling around top of the key. Over to Calzada. Courtney with it. Long cross-court pass. Tapped away, but is tracked down by Calzada. Ball taken away by the Comets all the way down. The layup good by Nolte Morgan. And the Comets on top 5-0. Right side, Reese Courtney. Pass out to Calzada. Morris, long 3-pointer off the heel of the basket. Rebound controlled by Levi Taylor. Into the front court. Dribble along the baseline by Nolte Morgan. And he's going to be fouled, I think, by Courtney.
I think 34.
Oh, I'm
Morrison
sorry.
Got it.
All right. Comets to inbound along the baseline. Thiel gets it in to Morgan. And now Thiel will set up the offense. Levi Taylor, right side to Thiel, right wing 3. He's a good shooter. That one's off the heel of the basket, though. Vincent had the rebound, and it just bounded away from him. That's something you don't see very often. As he was all by himself, he started up the floor, and it almost like it hit a rock or something and shot away from him. Inbounding in the corner will be Thiel. Long pass out front to Levi Taylor. Back to Thiel, left side. And now Taylor down in the corner to Nolte Morgan. Back to Taylor. Now around the perimeter they go. Strong with it to Thiel. Good ball movement by the Comets. No look pass across the lane. Almost intercepted by Vincent, but the Comets are able to track it down. Down low they go to Strong. Going against Courtney, double teamed. Kick it in the corner. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound, Reese Courtney. And he's inadvertently bumped on the way down the floor by Jack Brookshire. And it'll be Panthers basketball. Trailing 5-0, 5:40 to play here, opening period. Courtney right side, down in the corner to Axel Carilla. Or Angel Carilla, now that's Courtney. Three-pointer on the way by Nathan Morris, no good. Saved by Courtney, out of bounds off of Morris's leg and out of bounds. Turnover to the Comets.
Yeah, Sickles hadn't been able to get into their offense, really. They've not had a real good shot at it, and a couple of turnovers. Just hard to get going so far.
Yep, some games are like that. We've seen that all week long, actually. You know, one team will come out with a pretty good lead right off the bat, and then the other team will battle back. Fate Thiel's three-pointer won't go. Courtney there with a good rebound. Off to Vincent, quickly into the front court. Dribbles into the corner. Pass is knocked away, almost stolen by the Comets, but it'll stay with the Panthers on the sideline. These uniforms aren't real easy to read either,
no,
Kim.
The front's not. The back's a little bigger, but they're just the outline numbers. You know, on a red number, a red uniform, a white number would be great.
Vincent, three-pointer, good. Jacob Vincent, that'll get him going with a right wing tray. 5-3, Comets on top. Right side they go to Brookshire. Now out front to Thiel. Over to Levi Taylor, left side. Panthers in a 2-1-2 zone. Taylor, left wing three, good. Levi Taylor. That's his second tray of the night. And the Comets lead at 8-3. Reese Courtney catches a pass, penetrates in the paint, but the ball was tipped away from him. Thiel's layup's good. Fake Thiel off the feed from Jack Brookshire, and it's 10-3 now. Vincent, pull up 15-footer at the free throw line, won't go. Rebound Comets. Brookshire all the way down, no good. And the Panthers come away with it. That was Nolte Morgan, I'm sorry, not Brookshire. Vincent has it. Right side they go to Angel Carrillo, to Courtney. Ball tapped away by Thiel. Here come the Comets. Pass up ahead. Nolte Morgan, shot off the glass and good. Nolte Morgan with his second basket. And timeout taken by Coach Mark Howe with the Panthers. And to settle things down, it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Kim, we got the semifinals here tomorrow night. Always kind of an exciting night on Friday night. Might go over the schedule there if you have that handy.
All right, I do. At 4 o'clock, we'll have Lookeba Sickles and Fort Cobb Roxon girls. At 5:15, we'll have Fort Cobb Roxon boys and the Surreal boys. Followed at 6:30, the girls game, Mountain View Gotebo and Surreal. And then the nightcap will be Apache and Mountain View Gotebo. So good lineup.
Yeah,
look forward to some good games. It'll be a good crowd tomorrow night. Friday night's always a good crowd.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of, they can see championship coming.
Yes,
when
absolutely.
they get to Friday night, get to the semifinals, get to see all 4 top teams play on each side.
Friday night in the big town, Caddo County. 3:06 to play, first half, or first period, hitting on top 12-3. Vincent walks it across the timeline. Lobs it left side, Morris. They swing it around the perimeter. Vincent dribbles through the zone. 14-foot pull-up jumper's good. Jacob Vincent. Tell you what, he's a good one-on-one ball player. He can create a shot.
Yeah, and that's
about
something
any occasion.
you don't see a whole lot of anymore.
There's Thiel. It's the ball. They got a new player in there. That's Trace Reese for the Comets. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by the Panthers' Angel Carrilla. Off to Vincent. Between the legs dribble, gets a screen. Pulls into the lane area. Ball lost on the floor, but is picked up by the Panthers' Christopher Santana. And then it's lost out of bounds. It'll be the Comets basketball. Leading 12-5 with 2:09 to play. First period. Left side Strong has it. Trying to get around Vincent. Lost the ball. Goes back to Strong. Left wing three. Good. Braden Strong with a long three. That's 3 trays on the night so far for the Comets, and they lead it 15-5 and balled out of bounds off of Carrillo. With 1:44 to play. First period. Fate Thiel brings it into the front court. They dump it down low to Levi Taylor, out to Thiel. Right side to Trace Reese. Now Strong has it underneath the Taylor, and it goes a little too high and went over his head. Santana tracked it down, gave it over to Vincent. Going against Thiel. Picks up his dribble out front to Reese Courtney now. Levi Taylor comes out to check him on this 2-1-2 zone. Morris has it. One dribble, picks it up, lobs it underneath the basket. Courtney all alone, lays it in for 2. Reese Courtney, a good find that time from Morris. And it's 15-7 with a minute to play. There's Thiel. Long left wing three is good. Fate Thiel with his 5th point. It's 18-7. 42 seconds to play. First period. Courtney now holding. Left side they go to Morris. Vincent, 15-foot free throw line jumper. Good. Got the good shooter's roll that time. Hit the rim and crawled over. 23 seconds to play. Thiel with it. And looks like they're going to back it out and play for 1. Vincent comes out to challenge him. Down in the corner. Drive. Shot off the glass is good by Levi Taylor. Vincent the other way. Shot over Thiel is going to be short, and it's going to sail out of bounds. And after 1 quarter play, the Hinton Comets lead Lokiba Sickles Panthers 20-9. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball on New Country 98.5. Good first quarter there for the Comets, Kim, as they lead it 20-9.
They did. They were certainly the aggressor of the two teams that first quarter. Vincent kind of kept Lokiba Sickles in. He has 7 of their 9 points. Other than that, the offensive end, they struggled.
Yep. It'll be the Panthers basketball. Starts the second period. Courtney inbounds it into the backcourt to Vincent. Yeah, this defense of the Comets, they play a zone, but they keep you pushed out there. They're really active in it. They don't just stand there and around the lane area. They really get out and pressure the guards. That's what they're doing right now. Vincent, 17-foot jumper left of the lane is good. I tell you, he's a good ball player. When he gets hot, and he has a mind to score, he could
Well, when he shoots a jumper, he jumps.
Yep.
You know, so he lets the ball go pretty high.
Levi Taylor's three-pointer won't go, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be turned over to the Panthers. Yeah, he shoots a true jump shot, doesn't he?
Yes.
Not the tallest old boy, but he plays big because he can jump so well. Good ball handler. He's a senior for I think he's probably been a 4-year starter for the Panthers. They've had some good ball clubs in those 4 years. Between the legs dribble. Another pull-up jumper right side of the lane. This time won't go. Rebound Levi Taylor, and then he lost it out of bounds off of Morris, knocked it away. So Fate Thiel now, the Comets will bring it into the front court. Left side to go to Taylor. No look pass. Caught by Nolte Morgan. And let's see, it's Peyton Bailey, I think, in for the Comets. And there's a Trace Reese is blocked from behind. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Carrillo gets his first foul.
Trace Reese at the line for the first time. Missed that one. And he'll have one more. Made them both, or missed 1 out of 2, I should say. 21-11.
Missed one, made one.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
It's kind of like my ears. It feels like I've been wearing headphones for a week.
I know. Losing my concentration here. Vincent dribbles in the paint, and he's going to be bumped and fouled. Peyton Bailey, I believe.
Yes.
And that will be first foul on Bailey, third team foul on Hinton. And the Panthers inbound it way out front to Vincent. To Courtney, top of the key. Left side to go to number 2. He just checked in. 3-pointers off the glass. That's Dylan Williams. Then we're going to have a jump ball, and it will go over to the Comets. Let's see if I can get who's on the floor here. Guess the only substitution, I guess, in for the Panthers right now is Dylan Williams, number 2. Now it's it's kicked there by Vincent. So they have Carrillo, Vincent, Williams, Morris, and Courtney. And for the Comets, they have Thiel, Levi Taylor, Trace Reese, Nolte Morgan, and Peyton Bailey. Trace Reese in the paint. Shot over Carrillo's good. Good bucket there by Trace Reese. And it's 23-11. Vincent picked up by Thiel. Tried to bounce pass through the lane, and it was kicked by Taylor, I think. To stay with the Panthers. Vincent will inbound along the baseline. Lobs it way out front to Carrillo. Right side to go to Dylan Williams. In the corner they go to Reese. Or to Nathan Morris. His shot's no good. Peyton Bailey picks up the loose ball. He's in the front court. Double team. Gets it off to Thiel. In the corner to Reese. Quickly out to Nolte Morgan. Right wing 3. Good. Nolte Morgan.
That was a good possession. He made passes all the way around the court and end up to an open Morgan, and he drained the 3.
Just how you draw it up. You couldn't have any better ball movement than that, that's for sure. There's Carrillo. Left wing 3 over Taylor. Won't go. Rebound Morgan. Outlet quickly to Thiel. Left of the lane. Goes around Courtney. Layup good, and he's fouled. Good use of the hesitation dribble there by Thiel.
Courtney picks up his first foul.
And Fate Thiel go to the line after the timeout. See what it's going to be. It's going to be a full timeout. Let's do the same. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. Thiel made the free throw, then the Panthers missed a shot. And now the Comets turn the ball over. Panthers now on the attack. Vincent in the corner, or left side to Axel Calzada. Shot no good. Rebound Courtney, and he lost it. Panthers had the ball secured, and it's taken away by the Comets. Into the front court is Fate Thiel now, setting up the offensive attack. Going against the 2-1-2 zone. Peyton Bailey, right around shot in front of the lane, no good. Front of the basket, no good. Reese Courtney with the rebound. Vincent now with it, into the front court. To Carrillo, back to Vincent. Halfway through the second period. Carrillo now holding. Left side they go to Courtney, almost lost it. Hits Vincent, top of the key, little left elbow jumper, no good. Peyton Bailey has it off to Thiel. Pulls up the dribble, off to Levi Taylor, three-pointer, no good this time. Morris with the rebound. Vincent quickly right side to Carrillo. In the corner to Morris. Wanted to shoot the three, but good defense by Trace Reese. Now Courtney has it. Hits Vincent at the free throw line. Now to Carrillo. Long three-pointer off the heel of the basket. And Morris went over the back of Taylor trying to tip it away. So it'll be Comets basketball. Fourth team foul on the Panthers. That was a second on Morris. And Thiel will walk it across the timeline. Levi Taylor with it. Back to Thiel. Right wing three, no good. Vincent high for the rebound. Up ahead to Carrillo along the baseline, guarded by Trace Reese. And he's going to be bumped and fouled. It'll be the fourth team foul on the Comets. First on Reese. Braden Strong checks in for the Comets, replacing Reese. And Courtney inbounds the ball to Vincent. Thiel checking him. Right side to Reese Courtney now. Long cross-court pass to Axel Calzada. Back to Morris, right side. Ball tapped away from behind. Carrillo tracks it down. Morris over to Vincent. All alone. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound Courtney off the glass and good. Good basket by Reese Courtney. And it's 29-13 with 2:18 to play in the half. There's Strong along the baseline. Shot blocked by Courtney. Comets maintain possession, however. There's Nolte Morgan, three-pointer good. Nolte Morgan with his second tray. And it's 32-13. Under 2 minutes to play. Left side to Calzado. Courtney left of the lane. His jumper won't go. Morris with the rebound. Braden Strong takes it away from him. Levi Taylor, long pass up ahead to Morgan, into Peyton Bailey. Left of the lane. And he pivots into the lane. He's going to be tied up. And the ball will go over to the Panthers on the alternating possession. I think Peyton thought he might have got fouled there, Kim.
They surrounded him. He was kind of in the middle of a three-defender scrum there.
There's a quick pass down to Morris, but it's a little off target. He saves it in. Here comes Braden Strong all the way down. Layup good. Braden Strong with 5 points now.
Here I come, guys. Try to stop me. And nobody did.
He had a head of steam up.
Yeah.
Vincent now the other way. Same way. Little 10-foot jumper won't go. And the ball is tapped out. And a layup is good behind the defense. Jack Nolte Morgan. And it's 36-13, under a minute to play. Vincent kicks it in the corner to Morris. Back out front to Carrillo. Bounce pass right side Courtney. Thiel on him in the corner. Morris wanted to shoot it, but Strong came out to cover him. Bounce pass to Carrillo. 17-footer won't go. Good rebound by Morris. And it's knocked away by Nolte Morgan. And checking in for the Comets is Brookshire, number 11, and 22, Justice Steele. With 32 seconds to play in the half. Vincent dribbling out front. Pull up three-pointer, no good. Looked like Morris might have the rebound, went through his hands. Now the Comets have it. Right side, Nolte Morgan's three-pointer's good. Nolte Morgan with his third tray.
Well, they're hotter than fish grease right now. Everything is going down.
4 seconds to play. Vincent. Cross-court pass to Morris, and he can't get the shot off before the buzzer sounds. And your halftime score, the Hinton Comets 39, the Lokiba Sickles Panthers 13, as they outscored them 19-4 in that second period to take a commanding lead into halftime. Now we'll have the Legacy Bank of Hinton halftime report. Kim, what's the story of the first half there?
Well, Hinton had too many points, and Lokiba Sickles had not enough.
There you go.
So, kind of what it looks like on the scoreboard. Scoring column from Lokiba Sickles. Reese Courtney has 4 points. Jacob Vincent has 9. And that probably is a lot of it. You've had 2 players score.
Yeah.
I was watching the last, most of the possessions second quarter, and I was going to see if there was a possession where Vincent didn't touch the ball. And the last, 10 or 12 or something, he has every time.
Every time, yeah.
So he's an integral part of that offense, but we need to get some of the others involved too.
Right.
Hinton, Lokiba Sickles shooting 26%, 6 out of 23. They're 5 out of 11 on 2-pointers, 1 of 12 3-pointers, and they haven't shot a free throw. They have 4 fouls, Morris with 2. For Hinton, Strong has 5 points, Trace Reese with 3, Levi Taylor with 8, Nolte Morgan has 15, and Fate Field has 8. Hinton shot 60% from the field, 15 out of 25. 2-pointers are 8 out of 12, 3-pointers 7 out of 13, and free throws 2 out of 3. And they have 4 fouls, nobody with more than 1. So look, Lokiba Sickles needs to find a way to get everybody involved and get some more points out of some of the others instead of just 2 for the first half. And Hinton just needs to keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're moving the ball well, they're playing good defense, and they're making shots, shooting 60% on all of them.
Right. So
that's going to get you a pretty good lead. It's got them 39 points, and that's you get 39 points and play good defense, you ought to be in pretty good shape.
That's a lot of points. That's almost 80-point pace. So that's a lot of points in a half for sure. All right, thank you, Kim. The winner of this contest will play Carnegie for the consolation final Saturday afternoon, 12:15. So that's what's riding on this game.
Yep. We talked about the 3-pointers that they made, and they're making a lot. It's become such an integral part of the game. But guess, if you would, when the 3-point shot came into play. And I've got NBA, NCAA, and high school.
Okay, well, let's see here. High school was probably in about 1984.
1987.
Really?
Close,
okay, that's close. All right. The NBA was probably 77.
79.
Okay.
That was Magic Johnson and Larry Bird's rookie seasons.
Okay. And so the college was probably not far behind that. I'm going to guess 81.
Yeah, it was actually 86.
86.
Several years, 1 year before the high school.
Uh-huh.
But, you look back at all the players and everything, how it affected. Larry Bird had great timing. He comes in 1979, and that's his rookie year, and he gets a 3-point shot. Pete Maravich played a career without having any 3-pointers in college. NCAA didn't get that till 1986. And then you watch an NCAA game now, and the shots are 3-pointers. Seems like it's just totally changed the game completely.
Now they've adjusted the college 3-point line a couple of times, haven't they?
Yeah, they've moved it back a little bit.
It was like the high school the way it is now, wasn't it? When they first started?
It might have started that, 1909, and I think college is about 20, I got to 22.
Yeah, they've moved it back a little bit, maybe once or twice. The women's college is just a little bit beyond high school too, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of in between the college and high school. Yeah, it's interesting how the game has changed.
If you get a court that hosted all kinds of leagues, you'd have lines everywhere out there. You know, I remember we talked about the courts. The court at Oney, when it was so small, was I think 74 feet long and 39 feet wide. Well, you couldn't get three-pointers on the edges, so they took out a row of bleachers or 2 rows of bleachers on each side and lengthened it. But you get 19-9 on the side, and there wasn't any room. You're standing out of bounds on it.
I remember Larry Bellamy telling me a story about the Oney gym that they had 3 different center lines.
Yeah, they did.
And sometimes the other team would get a little confused because depending on which way you were going.
Well, we didn't want to tell them how it worked. We told the officials, but you didn't want to tell the other team.
That's the ultimate ground rule right there.
Well, when you cross the center line into the front court, then the farthest line back became the backcourt line.
Right.
It gave you a little more room in the front court to play. And
so if I can imagine myself being out there and the Oney Owls pressuring me like crazy, and I look down and I don't know where I'm at. I don't know whether the backcourt is behind me or in front of me.
Yeah, well, that's what we wanted.
Apparently it worked.
Yeah, I thought about adding a couple of more, but they wouldn't let us do it. So.
Yeah.
It was a great court to press on. It wasn't very big, and you get 5 guys out there, and you could really kind of put an attacking defense on it pretty well.
I bet so, too.
But Gracemont their court was like that, too. It was a smaller court.
Oh, is that right?
3 lines,
yeah.
Before they built the new one.
I never played on a court that had 3 lines, but I played on a court or 2 that had the wall, one of the walls about 2 feet from the backboard, and the out of bounds literally on the wall was about less than your shoe size.
Well, at Oney you did that. You had to turn your feet sideways a little bit to get out of bounds on the ends.
Yeah.
And they weren't strict about standing on the line on inbound stuff because there just wasn't
enough room.
And the south wall was about a 2-foot thick solid rock wall.
Yeah, that would be the problem when
you're
very
unforgiving.
Trying to shoot a layup and they're chasing you. Yes.
Yeah. And the other end was a stage, so home court advantage comes into play a lot of those times. So
at Old Lusty we played down there, and that's the way their court was. You had about 18 inches on one end, and so they would allow you one step when you were inbounding it. They would allow one foot to go over the line where you could inbound it. But I'm going to tell you, when they were pressing you and they're standing there right next to you, there wasn't a lot of room to draw back and pass it anywhere, I'll tell you for sure.
No, you didn't. You couldn't really cock that arm.
No, there wasn't any room for that.
And this court's totally different. Like we talked before, this is a college-sized court, 94 by 50, and it's the biggest one in the county. So a little different for some of these people, and they probably don't realize it's bigger. But on the side, there's more room on the side. There's probably 6 feet between the out of bounds and the fans on this side and the players on the other side. So if you're used to running right next to the stands at your home court and you do that here, you're running out of bounds.
Another thing that's changed over the years, this is kind of an odd thing, but back when I was in high school, it seemed like the nets were always getting hung over the rim. It was almost routine that they would have to go out there and take the net. And now you hardly ever see it.
Yeah, they're a little thicker. They're heavier, and they don't flop like they used to.
Oh, yeah, they don't swish like they used to.
What you want to do is shoot that long shot and kind of swish that net and let it roll up around the rim.
Oh, it was always cool, yeah. And in the pregame, we'd have about 5 balls piled up on the net because it was hung over the rim.
Yeah.
We didn't ever have anybody tall enough to jump up there and take it down either. We had to get a ladder or hold a little guy up.
Yeah, I know. That's always kind of an embarrassment.
Well, that was always me.
Well,
that's why I have a complex because of it. Yeah. No. Comets with a basketball. Start the second half. They lead at 39-13. Going against the 2-1-2 zone of the Panthers. That's Strong holding out front. Free throw line jumper won't go. Rebound controlled by Vincent. Quickly the other way. Into the lane. Pull up 12-footer. No good. Rebound Levi Taylor. Quickly the other way. 3-on-3. There's Strong. Now Thiel, left wing three. Good. Fate Thiel with his second tray of the night. He's a good player. Now Vincent picks up his dribble. Thiel comes out on him. Gave it off to Calzada. Back to Thiel. Now Calzada has it. Courtney right of the lane. No good. Strong with a rebound. Off to Thiel. Here come Comets. Levi Taylor left wing to Thiel. Straightaway three. Get canned it again. 2 trays in a row for Fate Thiel. And it's 45-13. Vincent dribbling. And he's going to bump into one of the Comets. I think that's Strong. No, it wasn't Strong. It's number 11, Jack Brookshire. And so that's the second foul on Brookshire, and inbounding will be Vincent into Carrillo. Right wing three, no good. Got his own rebound. And they're going to call a jump ball, and it will stay with the Panthers. Vincent set the inbound. Lobs it way out front. Ball taken away. Nolte Morgan all the way down. Left-handed layup's good. Nolte's had a good ball game. Scored a lot of points. 6-17 so far for the Comets. Vincent dribbles to his left. Bounce pass in the lane to Reese Courtney. Kicks it out front to Carrillo. Drains a three-pointer. Angel Carrillo with a long three-pointer. And now Field dribbling out front. No particular hurry. 5:36 to play. Whips a pass to the free throw line. Braden Strong penetrates down underneath the basket and lays it in for 2.
It seems easy for Hinton right now.
It does.
Everything's working. They're getting the shots they want, and they're making them.
Right side, Calzada. Back out to Vincent. Bounce pass underneath the Morris. Beautiful pass. Morris couldn't get the shot in. Now Carrillo, 18-footer, straightaway's good. Angel Carrillo with 2 baskets in a row. That was really a good feed to Morris. Bounce pass through the lane from Vincent. Couldn't convert it, but it was a beautiful pass. Levi Taylor, three-pointer off the backboard and rim, no good. Carrillo with a rebound, hands it off to Vincent. Dribbles through the defenders, kicks it in the corner to Morris, 17-footer off the side of the backboard. Brookshire with a rebound, off to Levi Taylor.
You know, I bet that Panther costume is hot.
I bet it is too. Three-pointer won't go. Vincent high for the rebound, lost it, but Courtney picks it up. The Comets, they have a mascot down there with that. It's kind of a cool-looking deal. Courtney steps into a left wing three. It won't go. Morris putback's no good. And there's going to be a foul on the Panthers as Strong got the rebound and Courtney fouled him. 4:12 to play, third period. Well, the Thunder's won 4 games in a row, Kim.
I know that